All right, welcome to Change Catalyst. Still on policing matter, okay? Today again, I'm going to say, um, I think Nigeria will never adopt the state policing system, right? Because police is best when federal. In Nigeria, it works when federal government is in charge of the police. I don't have doubts. I don't have argument about that. But have we talked about privatizing security? Like when I say privatizing security, I'm not talking about the cars, the Infinity red shield or yellow shield kind of privatizing security. I'm talking about privatizing armed security, the force where a policy where the National Assembly public private gives a policy and gives room for resourced person like Dangote or whoever it is that have the wealth it means to gather logistics, import weapon, do the training, and have armed persons take over security. As a private sector, you pay them when you need their services. So this this thought is coming because if you look at Nigeria, you see that vigilante, they have taken over JTF, Joint Task Force, and Joint Task Force are even having more success with fighting terrorism than even the Nigerian Armed Forces and the security departments we have. Why? Because these guys are trained for national defense and not for unique Nigerian problems. But private sector and politics, you know Nigeria, whether we accept it or not, we have generals that were given their before they got to NDA senator, this signed, so they carry their children and whatsoever. The corruption have eaten into us having even qualified and adequate officers. And yes, they were played by the book of those that brought them in power. But this will not happen if a private sector is holding, and that is why Vigilante and JTF is actually giving more results than the armed forces. Despite that, we've seen where terrorists come into barracks, into military base, conquer the military base, take over the captains, take over the general, take over the officers and kill the soldiers, even kill officers. We know about Abu Ali. We know about cases where it happened that barracks were brought down, but this will not happen if private military are to take over. If vigilante can do it, I wonder what trade private sectors can do in military. Now, another thing it will save us if we privatize the security. If we privatize security, we will not have military men on their uniform going to guide politicians' houses. You see police go to Asokoro, Mandela Street, Gowan Street, TY